I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me more than I don't fake. I don't want to go to war. You don't want to give me peace. I can never be.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Can't everybody see? Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Set to kick off.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Young wasting no time, right to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Ligon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Yellow, 22, set.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Ready?
Play action. Now Rattler. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Yellow, 43. Steel, black.
To the air is Rattler. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. So this is something we didn't see often, this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right, Gal. The guy who has some
blitz coming, and down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end.
Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
First and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Young. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Blue strike. Hut.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He'll try to do it himself. These guys running back out of the backfield. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready up. 10 cycles. Here we go. Set.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Panthers had 8 and 3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Set.
Kamara up the middle. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready?
Throwing is Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready, break. Let's go. 52 blue. Set, cut.
Rattler wants to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Now Rattler. Early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here can really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've never been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well. Now here's Young. As he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Claws red. Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Saints nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's Rattler. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
10 black. Ready?
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He completes it to Olave. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Come on. Right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. From the shotgun, Rattler. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Saints 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Final play of the half, Young. Open man down the field, that's Ligon. Still going inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Ready?
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, here's Rattler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Black, 95. Cut.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
2 yards. That's good for a Saints.
Ready. 45.
Back to throw again. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Panthers 21, Saints 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Young to throw it. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Young to throw it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
33, yellow.
Throwing, Young. Now inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Young will set to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 4th down, on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right
now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
50, green. Ready?
To the air is Rattler. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. Check.
Throwing is Rattler. Olave holds it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Ready.
Now Rattler. Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Saints 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
On the set.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. And this this offense on third down today. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 62 yards. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Fitzgerald down for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next the score, Panthers 31, Saints 21. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Bradler wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
45, wide.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. That is caught. And he is going to have the Saints first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Rattler. Gets this into the hands of Bray, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Noah Gray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are back within a score. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next the score, Panthers 31, Saints 28. Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Got it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Wide open receiver complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Here we go. Black shot.
Young to throw. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
And the Panthers first down.
95.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hut.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Panthers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.